Welcome to the What Are You Even Talking About podcast, where today we explore a subject that transcends disciplinary boundaries, the vital role of philosophy in mental health recovery. I'm the Nomothete, and in this video, we shall delve into how philosophical inquiry, combined with psychological insights, medical advances, scientific research, and spiritual traditions, creates a holistic framework for healing and self-transformation. Mental health recovery is not merely about the alleviation of symptoms. It is about the reclamation of identity, meaning, and purpose. In our increasingly complex world, the questions of who am I and what is the nature of suffering are not abstract musings, but critical aspects of understanding and overcoming mental distress. Over the next hour, we will discuss how philosophy provides the tools to navigate these challenges, drawing on wisdom that spans millennia. Before we begin, please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let us embark on a journey that integrates philosophy with the rich tapestry of mental health recovery. Philosophy is often thought of as an abstract pursuit, a realm of thought, detached from the practical concerns of daily life. However, when we examine its role in mental health recovery, we see that philosophy is far from an esoteric discipline. It is a profound guide in the quest for understanding human suffering and promoting healing. Historically, philosophy has grappled with questions about the self, meaning, and the nature of existence. Ancient Greek philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the groundwork for critical inquiry, encouraging individuals to examine their lives and challenge their assumptions. This reflective process is central to many therapeutic practices today. In modern psychological therapies, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, clients are encouraged to question and reframe negative thoughts, an approach that mirrors the Socratic method of inquiry. The process of examining one's beliefs, much like philosophical skepticism, allows individuals to develop more resilient and adaptive cognitive patterns. Research by Beck in 2011 in the field of cognitive psychology supports this approach, illustrating how structured reflection can diminish symptoms of depression and anxiety. Moreover, the existentialist tradition in philosophy, represented by thinkers such as Søren Kierkegaard, Friedrich Nietzsche, and Jean-Paul Sartre, offers critical insights into the human condition. Their exploration of existential angst, meaninglessness, and the search for authenticity resonates deeply with those experiencing mental health challenges. Existential psychotherapy, which emerged from these philosophical insights, helps clients confront the inherent uncertainties of life, ultimately leading to personal growth and recovery. Thus, philosophy provides a rich conceptual framework for understanding the multifaceted nature of mental distress and recovery. It invites us to ask difficult questions and to explore the deeper dimensions of our experiences, transforming suffering into a pathway toward self-discovery. To understand why philosophy matters in mental health recovery, we must consider its influence on our understanding of the self. Psychology has long been interested in the concept of self-identity, and philosophical ideas have significantly enriched this inquiry. From a psychological perspective, self-concept plays a pivotal role in mental health. Carl Rogers's humanistic psychology, for instance, emphasizes the importance of a congruent self, one in which the individual's self-image aligns with their experiences. When this alignment is disrupted, psychological distress may follow. The process of self-reflection, rooted in philosophical inquiry, is essential for reestablishing this congruence. Philosophers have long debated the nature of the self. Descartes famously declared, "Cogito, ergo sum," I think, therefore I am, emphasizing the centrality of consciousness to our identity. In contemporary psychology, the focus on metacognition, the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes, can be seen as a modern extension of this philosophical insight. Metacognitive therapy, for example, empowers individuals to recognize and alter unhelpful thinking patterns, thereby enhancing emotional regulation. Furthermore, Eastern philosophies, particularly Buddhism, offer profound insights into the nature of the self. The concept of anatta, or non-self, suggests that clinging to a fixed identity is a root cause of suffering. This perspective is gaining traction in mindfulness-based interventions, where patients learn to observe their thoughts and feelings without attachment. Studies have shown that mindfulness meditation can lead to significant reductions in symptoms of anxiety and depression, as demonstrated by Kabat-Zinn in 1990. By integrating these philosophical insights into psychological practice, mental health professionals can help clients develop a more flexible and resilient sense of self. This, in turn, promotes recovery by reducing the rigidity of maladaptive self-concepts and fostering a more open, reflective engagement with life. Medicine and neuroscience have made remarkable strides in understanding the biological underpinnings of mental illness. Yet, even as we uncover the neural circuits involved in depression, anxiety, and other disorders, philosophy continues to provide a complementary lens through which we can interpret these findings. Modern neuroscience reveals that mental health conditions often involve complex interactions between brain chemistry, genetics, and environmental factors. For example, the dysregulation of neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and dopamine, has been implicated in mood disorders. However, a strictly biological view can sometimes fall short of addressing the existential dimensions of mental suffering. Philosophy invites us to consider not just how the brain functions, but why we experience suffering. The question of meaning is central to human existence. Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, born out of his harrowing experiences in concentration camps during World War II, posits that the search for meaning is the primary drive in human life. Frankl argued that even in the face of extreme adversity, individuals can find solace and purpose by embracing the quest for meaning. His work has had a lasting impact on both psychotherapy and our broader understanding of mental resilience. Neuroscientific studies have also shown that practices such as meditation and mindfulness can physically alter the brain. Research using neuroimaging techniques has demonstrated increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area associated with executive function and self-regulation, after consistent meditation practice, as shown by Tang, Hulsel, and Posner in 2015. These findings underscore the interplay between contemplative practices, rooted in philosophical traditions, and tangible neurological changes that promote mental well-being. By merging the insights of neuroscience with philosophical reflection, we obtain a more holistic view of mental health. The integration of these disciplines underscores the fact that recovery is not only a biological process, but also a deeply personal journey of meaning-making and self-transcendence. Spirituality, in its broadest sense, addresses the human quest for meaning, connection, and transcendence. Many individuals turn to spiritual practices during their recovery journeys, finding solace and guidance in traditions that span across cultures and millennia. Philosophy and spirituality are inextricably linked, each offering unique insights into the human experience. Philosophical traditions such as Stoicism have long provided practical advice for managing suffering. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca taught that while we may not control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This principle is echoed in modern therapeutic practices, such as acceptance and commitment therapy, which encourages individuals to accept their internal experiences while committing to actions aligned with their values. In the context of mental health recovery, spirituality offers a framework for understanding and transcending personal suffering. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplative reflection are steeped in philosophical wisdom and have been shown to have significant psychological benefits. The Dalai Lama's teachings, for instance, emphasize compassion and mindfulness as pathways to inner peace, aligning closely with contemporary research on the mental health benefits of these practices. Furthermore, spirituality encourages a broader perspective on life. It invites individuals to see their personal struggles as part of a larger, interconnected whole. This perspective can be especially empowering for those facing mental health challenges, as it fosters a sense of belonging and purpose. The work of spiritual psychologists, such as James Hillman and Ken Wilber, integrates these insights, suggesting that recovery is not merely the absence of illness, but the flourishing of the human spirit. In summary, the intersection of spirituality and philosophy enriches our understanding of mental health recovery by emphasizing the importance of meaning, purpose, and connectedness. By embracing these perspectives, individuals are better equipped to navigate the complexities of their inner lives, finding strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Beyond the theoretical and reflective realms, philosophy plays an integral role in practical therapeutic interventions. Techniques inspired by philosophical inquiry are embedded in various therapeutic modalities, offering patients concrete strategies to reframe their experiences and find meaning in their struggles. One notable example is the use of the Socratic method in cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. Therapists encourage clients to critically examine their beliefs and challenge cognitive distortions. This process of inquiry not only leads to healthier thought patterns, but also fosters a sense of empowerment as clients learn to question and transform their internal narratives. Additionally, existential therapy, which draws heavily on existential philosophy, provides a framework for individuals grappling with issues of meaning, isolation, and mortality. Therapists in this domain help clients explore the deeper existential questions that underlie their emotional pain. By confronting these fundamental concerns head-on, individuals can develop a more authentic and meaningful approach to life, even amid suffering. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, or MBCT, is another approach where philosophical principles come to the fore. Rooted in Buddhist philosophy, MBCT teaches patients to observe their thoughts and emotions with non-judgmental awareness. This practice not only reduces the risk of relapse in depression, but also cultivates a deeper understanding of the transient nature of mental states. Studies have consistently demonstrated the efficacy of mindfulness-based interventions in reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. These examples highlight how philosophical principles are not confined to abstract debates, but are actively employed in therapeutic settings to facilitate mental health recovery. By integrating inquiry, self-reflection, and mindfulness, these therapeutic approaches offer a roadmap for individuals to reclaim their lives from the grip of mental distress. While the benefits of philosophical approaches to mental health recovery are evident, it is important to ground our discussion in scientific evidence. Recent advances in psychology, neuroscience, and medicine have provided empirical support for many of the concepts that philosophy has long championed. For instance, the practice of mindfulness meditation, with its roots in Buddhist philosophy, has been extensively researched in clinical settings. Randomized controlled trials have shown that mindfulness-based interventions can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, and stress. Neuroimaging studies have revealed structural and functional changes in the brain following mindfulness training, such as increased gray matter density in regions involved in emotion regulation and self-awareness. Moreover, research in the field of positive psychology, which overlaps with philosophical notions of human flourishing, has identified key factors that contribute to well-being, such as gratitude, resilience, and a sense of purpose. Studies have demonstrated that interventions designed to enhance these qualities can lead to sustained improvements in mental health. It is also worth noting that philosophical approaches have been validated through their integration into successful therapeutic practices. Cognitive behavioral therapy, which incorporates the Socratic method of inquiry, has consistently been shown to be one of the most effective treatments for a range of mental health disorders. Similarly, the principles of existential philosophy have been successfully applied in psychotherapeutic contexts, offering clients a framework to understand and overcome the existential dimensions of their suffering. The convergence of empirical research and philosophical inquiry provides a compelling argument for the importance of philosophy in mental health recovery. It demonstrates that the age-old questions of meaning and self-understanding are not only relevant, but also critical to the scientific and therapeutic understanding of mental illness. As with any interdisciplinary approach, the integration of philosophy into mental health recovery is not without its challenges. Critics argue that philosophy, by its nature, is too abstract and may lack the empirical rigor demanded by modern scientific inquiry. While this perspective is not without merit, it is important to recognize that philosophy's strength lies in its ability to raise fundamental questions and provide a framework for understanding complex human experiences. One challenge lies in bridging the gap between abstract philosophical concepts and practical therapeutic interventions. This requires ongoing collaboration between philosophers, psychologists, neuroscientists, and medical professionals. Fortunately, the growing field of neurophilosophy, a discipline that explores the intersections between neuroscience and philosophical inquiry, is already paving the way for such collaboration. Researchers in this field are investigating how philosophical theories of consciousness and selfhood can inform our understanding of brain function and mental health. Looking ahead, there is tremendous potential for further integration of philosophy in mental health practice. Advances in technology such as neuroimaging and digital therapeutics offer new opportunities to empirically test and refine philosophical interventions. Additionally, the rise of personalized medicine and psychotherapeutic approaches tailored to individual experiences aligns well with the philosophical emphasis on subjectivity and the unique nature of human suffering. The future of mental health recovery may well lie in an interdisciplinary approach that values both scientific precision and philosophical depth. By embracing the insights of philosophy, mental health professionals can offer more nuanced and effective treatments that address the full spectrum of human experience, from biological mechanisms to the search for meaning and purpose. As we conclude our exploration of why philosophy matters in mental health recovery, it is clear that philosophical inquiry provides essential tools for understanding the complex interplay of mind, body, and spirit. From ancient wisdom to contemporary research, philosophy challenges us to question, reflect, and ultimately transform our relationship with suffering. The integration of philosophy into mental health practice enriches our understanding of self-identity, meaning, and resilience. It offers a pathway to recovery that is both scientifically grounded and deeply human. Whether you are a mental health professional, a researcher, or someone on a personal journey of healing, I encourage you to explore the philosophical dimensions of your own experience. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more interdisciplinary explorations. We welcome your comments and insights below. Let us continue the conversation about the transformative power of philosophy in mental health recovery. Until next time, remember that the journey toward healing begins with a single question, and every question is a step toward understanding. Thank you for today. Thank you for yesterday. Thank you for tomorrow. Always remember to question your reality. And at every end, there is a beginning. You guys take care.